Welcome to the Moving Iron podcast after the bell with Chip Nellinger. Chip, looks like the market's finished in a upward motion today.
Yeah, a pretty nice day led by the beans. Drug corn higher. Wheat was kind of at the tail here, bucking the trend lower, but kicked the day off with export sales this morning. Were really good in beans, so we continue to sell a lot of beans. A couple sales earlier this week to Argentina, which hasn't happened for 20 plus years, and so demand really has the bean market fired up here. Closed them up 13 in the May beans, up 7 in the November. And so corn's kind of stuck in the middle. We had okay export sales this morning, 33 million. It's kind of the low end of expectations, but we've been spoiled for a while here with some really big weeks. So 33 million is very respectable. On the one hand, you got wheat taking a dump today because of some extended forecast rains 10 to 12 days out. Still a little iffy, but it was enough to hit the wheat market. So on the one hand, corn's getting, drugged lower by wheat, but it looks over at beans, and new crop beans up 7. Corn has to respond to that for fear of losing some acres back to beans here over the next few weeks. So all in all, a pretty good day, up 1.5 in new crop corn, 413.5, up 1 3/4 in the old crop, 388 3/4 in the May. Like I said, the wheat market kind of got beat up here, down 6 in July. Chicago wheat at 498 1/4 and down 9 3/4 in the KC July at 526. We'll see if the rains hit. Mm-hmm. The wheat market's responding to this forecast 10 to 12 days out. It's less than reliable, might change. So if these rains don't hit late next week, they're going to add back a lot of risk premium into the wheat market. So things could get a little bit choppy here as far as the wheat trade goes over the next 10 days.
Right. So I read some stuff here late, and we were talking about before we started recording here, but looked like neither one of us could confirm nor deny, but looked like Trump had done something along the way with a permanent 15% blend in ethanol. Did you find anything more about that, or do you kind of same way?
There were some tweets out there late, right before the market closed, about that fact that a year-round 15% blend, along with a cap on RINs. So both sides, the oil side gets their cap on RINs, the corn side gets year-round blend. Again, though, like you said, I don't know. No one really confirmed that was a fact. That could be a proposal. It could change. But I think that maybe supported corn late in the day, too, because, we spent some time on both sides of Unchanged Day, and corn kind of came back late in the session. Obviously, beans were higher, dragging it, but I think that news maybe put a little boost into corn on the close as well.
Right on. Okay, Chip, so is there anything else out there that you saw in the outside markets that might have triggered some of this positive movement you saw in the markets?
Well, the stock market was up huge. It was up over 300 points at one point. Still open. Stock market closes at 3 Central, so we got another hour there. So that definitely spilled over and probably helped us a little bit. Probably helped the cattle a little bit too. Had a good strong day in the cattle, up a couple bucks, up 225 in the April, 212 in the Junes. So finally got a nice strong day in cattle. We'll see where cash trades tomorrow afternoon. That will be a big determinant for next week on cattle. But I'd say at this point, we beat that market up so badly over the last few weeks that if we can get a nice strong close tomorrow for a strong weekly close, it's probably going to build some momentum and maybe able to push us, maybe up into the 106 to 108 range on June. So, another $2.5 to $4, I think, is possible in cattle here over the next couple of weeks. But we'll have to first got to see a good follow through tomorrow and not take back all that we gained today.
Yeah, we have a history of doing that. It seems like you get a good gain, you take it all back the next day. So
exactly, and this, they've done that for 4 or 5 times there. Where in the morning they're up 90 cents, $1, and then by the close they're unchanged to lower. So it's the first day in a while they kind of broke that trend. So that's good to see.
Good to see that. So, guys, want to continue this conversation with you, Chip? How would they get a hold of you?
Yeah, best way is just call our office, 309-550-7213. We'd be glad to chat with you about your risk management needs.
Sounds great. So you can find Moving Iron Podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, and SoundCloud. can also visit my website at movingironllc.com. So until next time, Chip, which will be tomorrow, we'll talk to you again.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. Thanks, bud.